Alrighty, hey guys, I'm out here at favorite bayou, favorite spot in my favorite bayou, and we have not had rain for many weeks around here, and it looks like actually that might happen today. I might get soaked here, we'll see. So I'm near a bridge, just in case I need to take shelter. But I went out. I got up at like 5 a.m. I went out when it was still pitch black, and I threw my cast net near the house and got some live bait. And unfortunately, most of that was shad, and they're really delicate fish, so they all just dropped dead on the way over here, even though I was trying to aerate them and stuff. But I do have a couple of bluegills and little tilapia that I think are still alive. So I've got a little bit of live bait today, which is exciting. I'll be using the shad as cut bait, and then, because it hasn't rained for so long, the bayou is relatively clear. Relatively, not like, New York, Canada clear water, but Houston clear water. You can actually see a couple of feet down. So I figured, what the heck, I brought some of my bigger artificials, maybe try for a catfish or gar with that. And I'm just hoping that the weather holds out, and yeah, we'll see how it goes here today. Last couple times I've been here, it has not gone well at all, so we'll just see. I don't want to use any of my precious live bait on the bottom because there's so many snags here. So I'm going to put a little bluegill on this rod that has a float on it. And so it's actually got 85-pound test from the last time I was saltwater fishing. I'm just going to leave that on there. I got this float, and then there's a 50-pound mono leader with a little J hook. So I'm going to put a live bluegill on here and just float them down the bayou and see if anything comes up and whacks it. We had this little rain shower, and a couple minutes after, I heard this roaring noise. I guess there's a drainage pipe over there. All of a sudden, all of this rain runoff just started spilling out into the bayou, carrying with it all kinds of stuff. I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad or neither for fishing. I'm not sure. I know the bayou could definitely use some fresh water, that's for sure. So we'll see if it helps me or hurts me. Yeah, I'm not too optimistic about today. When I got here, at least the bayou was pretty clean and clear. Houston clean and clear. That little rain shower just dumped tons of leaves and debris and just made a huge mess of things. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna keep on fishing and try to catch something. Well, I had two absolutely perfect live baits. One bluegill and one tilapia that were just like ideal for catfish, gar, whatever. One of them got snagged on the bottom and I lost it. The other one I just cast and the wind took it and it went clear across the bayou, snagged in some bushes on the other side, and ended up pulling it off. But thankfully the fish ended up getting back into the water. So hopefully he'll survive. But all I've got left are two big tilapia. I'm trying one on a float just for a monster gar for kicks, and then I'm cutting up shad and using that on the bottom with this other rod. But man, my hands are aching. I'm losing my my cold tolerance. Being in Houston, it's not even cold out. It's probably like 60 something, but just being wet and having the wind blow. Yeah. Anyways, I guess it's better than 100 degrees and sweating like crazy. Okay, basically everything is going to crap. I don't know if you can see this here, but I am out of line on here. I just had to break the line, and this 50-pound test is so thick that this reel just can't hold very much. So, you know, if a big fish takes my bait, tries running off with it, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I'm just gonna try to watch this close, and if something does grab it, try to set the hook and just fight back hard right away. All right, just finally had a nice bite. I had taken a shad head and put some weight on it and flung it way out as far as I could into the current, keep it away from the turtles. Something hit it really hard and then eventually let go, so I'm not sure. Could have been a gar, who knows. Well, today is not going well. Couple of bites, but no fish so far. And you know, this fall has just been really tough for me. I was thinking that, you know, once the water started to cool off, the fish would be coming back into these shallower parts of the bayou, you know, because the cold water has more oxygen in it and so forth. And, you know, during the winter and spring, I was catching huge fish in relatively shallow water in, you know, small streams and bayous. And so I was thinking it would be like that in the fall. And maybe it will get like that later. It's been really warm and we haven't had any rain for a long time, but every time I go out lately, I've just been having a terrible time of things. You know, it doesn't matter where I go or what I try fishing for. It's just like one bust after the other. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer here. I'd like to catch at least one big catfish. That'd be awesome. Not sure it's gonna happen, but it's shaped up to be a pretty nice day. It's still really windy, but the sun's out at least, so it's warming up a little. Oh, there's something. It's probably a dang turtle. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh man, that's crazy. I was just complaining about how terrible it is. I caught a little channel catfish, and as I was reeling him in, my big rod started going off. So I'm not sure if there's still anything on here or not. I'm gonna give it just a second. All right, dirty little channel catfish covered in sand. So yay, just happy to catch a fish. I'm gonna let this guy go now. Okay, that was exciting. Not the channel catfish. Whatever hit this big rod here, it about pulled the rod into the water. It's been a while since I've seen that. This was a big piece of bait on there, so I know it was something large. It was in fast current, and I don't think that was an alligator snapping turtle. Just boom, pulled the rod right over. Awesome stuff. I love when that happens. But whatever it was, let go. I reeled the bait back in. Didn't get snagged, thankfully. So recast it and we'll see. Maybe it'll come along again. What do we got? Really hoping this is not an alligator snapper. It's a big piece of bait on there, so whatever it is has to be pretty big. Damn it. Whatever that was, dropped the bait. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna start packing it up. I don't think that it's gonna all of a sudden start to get really good out here. So we'll see. I'll try again next week, maybe a different spot, maybe farther downstream where it's a little bit deeper and cooler. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're all doing well. See you next time.